Residents of Kipini, Tana River County are demanding justice over what they claim is the illegal grabbing of 10,000-acre ancestral land. The residents say they were violently evicted in 2012 to pave the way for Kipini Conservancy. According to the County Commissioner David Kosgei, however, the land rightfully belongs to the Conservancy. And as residents appeal the decision, the Conservancy has meanwhile urged the public to support its work.
Hiyo shamba inaitwa Kipini Conservancy ni ya mtu, ni ya watu wako na title deed. Na kama wewe umeingia shamba ya mtu, utapewa kibali kisheria, umefunja sheria. Na mimi nakuomba kama county commissioner, mimi sina nguvu ya kushika wewe. Kuna wale wako na nguvu kushika wewe.
Kahawa Law Courts has given the Director of Public Prosecutions 2 weeks to conclude investigations into device seized from activist Boniface Mwangi during his arrest on July 19th. Senior Principal Magistrate 𝐍𝐢𝐬𝐭𝐥𝐞 ruled that failure to report progress within the period will result in the immediate return of the gadgets, which include tablets used by Mwangi's children. His lawyer, 𝐄𝐚𝐬𝐭𝐥𝐞, argued that continued detention of the devices was unnecessary and had disrupted his children's education. The activist was arrested over alleged unlawful possession of ammunition, unused tear gas canisters, and a blank bullet. He denied the charges and was freed on a 1 million bond.
Kama mnavyojua, wakati tulikuwa hapa, wakati mshtakiwa Boniface Mwangi alijibu mashtaka tarehe 21 mwezi wa Julai, tulipewa tarehe ya leo ili kuja kwa masikizo ya mchubi, ile wa koloni wanasema pre-trial conference, ambayo ni baadhi ya mchakato wa kupata stakabadhi zote ama ushahidi wowote upande wa mashtaka utatumia ili kuwasilisha kesi yao. Na kufikia sasa tumepata stakabadhi hizo, tumepata ripoti tatu za maafisa wa polisi, na vitu ambavyo tulikuwa tunahimiza mahakama iwachilie ni vifaa ambavyo vya kielektroniki ambavyo Boniface Mwangi tu anatumia na watoto wake kujikimu kimaisha na watoto wake kisomo, kwa sababu mnaelewa wakati huu dunia imekuwa kielektroniki. Tumejaribu kuitendeleza achili aihimiza serikali iwachilie vifaa hivyo. Ametupatia tarehe, ameupatia upande wa mashtaka siku 14 ili waje hapa tarehe 4 mwezi wa Septemba ili watupatie vifaa hivyo ambavyo Boniface na watoto wake kutumia. Kwa hiyo tunategemea wakati huo, wakati wa tarehe 4 mwezi wa 9 tutapata stakabadhi hizo na tupate siku mwafaka ya kusikizwa kwa kesi. Kama tulivyosema, tuko na kituo cha kupambana na ukando.
Elsewhere, Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen now says the suspect linked to the dumping of bodies at Kware dumpsite in Embakasi is still at large along with accomplices. Speaking in Nyeri during the 𝐍𝐢𝐬𝐞𝐢𝐠𝐡 Usalama Forum, Murkomen said the police are still pursuing them and have issued newspaper notices appealing for public information on their whereabouts. Murkomen assured the public security agencies are actively pursuing the suspects to ensure justice is served.
There is a pending question about the suspect who was arrested in Nairobi linked to the cases of femicide at the Embakasi Kware dumpsite or a dumpsite there. Near the Kware, and it is regrettable that the guy escaped from custody and that he is still at large together with the accomplices, and the police are still pursuing. It's notable that 2 newspaper adverts were put into circulation to see if any citizen or any person has any knowledge about their whereabouts. It is our expectation that they be found, established where they are, dead or alive.
The management of non-communicable diseases could face major challenges if the government does not increase funding to the sector following donor cuts. This is according to the Executive Director for Non-Communicable Diseases Alliance Kenya, Dr. Catherine Karekezi. Speaking during a stakeholders meeting on front of Park Nutrition Labeling and Healthy Food Policy Advocacy Project, Dr. Karekezi said financing has remained low despite the heavy burden posed by non-communicable diseases. She noted that slow and hidden progression of non-communicable diseases has led to limited response and inadequate resources.
In the long run, it means the cases of people living with different non-communicable diseases is going to increase, meaning that the burden on the government to manage this condition is going to increase. It also means that families are going to have to dig deeper in their pockets, and NCDs have been shown to be a major driver of poverty in our situation. Because a family, a household with a person living with a non-communicable disease has a 28% chance of ending up impoverished. So if there's less money all around, it means that these numbers are just going to skyrocket. It means that conditions which could have been prevented are most likely not going to be prevented, at least not in the early stages. You'll probably be catching people much later on when the complications are well established, and these complications are therefore very difficult to manage.
To sports now, where Kenya has been granted a reprieve after CAF approved 80% stadium capacity for the CHAN quarter-final against Madagascar on Friday at Kasarani, allowing 38,400 fans to attend. Confirming the approval, Sports Cabinet Secretary Salim Mvurya said CAF's ticketing portal has been reopened to accommodate the increased capacity and urged Kenyan fans to turn out in large numbers to support Harambee Stars in their clash with Madagascar.
We are happy to announce to all Kenyans that now in Kasarani we will have 80% attendance capacity, which has been allowed, which translates to 36,000 fans. And therefore this is good news to Kenyans, and we want to reiterate that we continue to comply in the game tomorrow. Quarterfinals is a big game, and therefore we urge all Kenyans to continue to comply so that the next time we play 100%, without any problem.
And that's it from the Eastleigh Voice News Desk.